do it.
The Nets are out of Brooklyn as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in today's game. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Hall with Steve Kerr and Clark Miller. Happy to have you along for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Knicks, they continue their stretch of home games. They know this is the type of game they need to win if they're going to take the next step. Facing a closely ranked team, no clear underdogs based on the tail of the tape.
When I look at New York, they've made some nice strides, a good blend in terms of talent and experience, looking really confident to start this season.
Well, you got to crawl before you can walk. And I'll tell you what, they're walking tall right now. This club playing with a ton of confidence.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Deron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. Richardson out there with Mirza Teletovic. And it's Lopez in at the center.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
In to Stoudemire. Pass to Rain. Another shot. Can't hit. Good D by Williams. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Boston Celtics.
Well, they benefited from some very loose play from their opponents that night, Clark.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game. Some were caused by their good defensive play, but some were just careless.
Here's Rain Man after Joe Johnson scored. Here's Rain Man. Shot's good.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man. On the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Now here's Williams. 26 points for him last game against Boston.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, guys. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. I was able to talk with Lionel Hollins for just a moment. Defending Amar'e Stoudemire is always a challenge, but Coach says it's even tougher now that he's developing his back-to-the-basket game. He said Amar'e can drive, shoot, and now post. He's going to get his points. We've just got to do our best to keep him away from the rim and deny him second-chance opportunities. A tall task, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Here's Rain Man. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Stoudemire. And again, it's New York.
8-6.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Left side, Williams. Dishes it to Johnson. And there's the feed to Teletovic. And now Williams inside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And both free throws good for Williams. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Knicks making the shot. Kicks to Johnson. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And he converts the layup. Williams has got 8 points.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Here's Rain Man. He's started by Williams. And again, the basket is good from the Rain Man.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8. Johnson, the pass to Williams. Teletovic in the post. Guarded by Stoudemire. Williams. And that one's good. He's got 10. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The dish to Stoudemire. The pass to Rain. Rebound, Brooklyn. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Yeah, and it seemed like the difference in that game, guys, was the defensive effort. They forced a lot of turnovers, and that allowed them to get out and get some easy looks in transition.
Anthony against Richardson. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. That's good. Well, let's go back to what Steve just said. We're such a strong defensive performance they turned in last time.
Well, you know what was remarkable about it, Kevin, was how many turnovers there were. I mean, it wasn't all about defense. There was some sloppy ball handling.
Your Knicks City Dancer.
New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Outside jumper. Early kicks to Smith. Lets it go with a 3. That's good. Smith's got 5 points so far.
When this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both. High-octane offense.
We are going one more time. Let me hear it for your Knicks City Dancer.
7 seconds left in the first. Here's Johnson. Oh, that's blocked. And at the up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And I like their aggressiveness, too, tonight, because they're getting penetration, and that's allowing them to get some easy hoops.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And New York looking at who they've got. Rain Man, he's in at point guard. Anthony out there with Earl. Then there's Boozer and Shumpert in at the shooting guard position. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hey guys, Rain Man in their last game against the Spurs put forth a nice effort. He had 12 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. A performance like this was just the trick his team needed to snap their losing streak.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night, Steve, and he didn't disappoint.
No, he didn't. In fact, he did everything they asked of him and more. And I think he really enjoys being that go-to guy for them.
Yeah, I think he relishes that because he knows he's capable of doing it. He's had some performances that have fortified his confidence in that role. So he's in a good place right now.
And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break. I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
to Boozer. The drive by Shumpert. And, yep, finally drops it. The roll is around the rim. Shumpert's got his first bucket in this one. Nets trail by 5.
20.
Outside Jack. And he was fouled in the layup. 2 free throws now for him. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. Free throw drop for Jarrett Jack. Charging it up here. And we're through 2 here in a...
Well, Carmelo, some great...
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball.
Fans have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Well, Williams has been great. He's got 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Deron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. Here's Antonovich out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Richardson in at the 3 spot. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. Ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Johnson outside. He kicks it to Williams. And the call will be against Deron Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games.
First team foul.
Number 5, the Knicks.
Now, the thing I like is they're getting good shots every time down the floor, and it's due to their unselfishness as a team. Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming.